let me go to this one. Here. Okay, good. Sorry about that. That is something that keeps happening. I think it's really, maybe I just have to restart it. But anyways, what is it that you heard me say before it froze? Hey, Julie. All right, Julie, you're still after Steven? Sorry, Julie. So sometimes the live will just freeze for no reason, so I have to restart it. For two. All right, Jim, you're after. All right, Jim, you're after Julie. For question two. Yeah, I didn't quite hear anything. Okay. And then Julie, sounds good. I will wait until my turn. I might also ask some sexy questions later too. Are you still doing sex? Yeah, yeah, I'm still doing those. All right, but all right. So Steven, so your second one was how does he feel about Leandro? So here's what I got, and it sounds delusional, crazy, and annoying. So, and it switches to whenever you ask. But like, it's like this. So, excuse me. David feels like Leandro helped in some sort of way, helped making you leave, as well as helped him feel successful in some way, shape, or form, and feels like Leandro is somebody that can make things happen for him. And Eight of Wands and the Chariot, that honestly just feels like follow the leader, like going wherever this person goes, like, or maybe making him, or maybe Leandro, like, maybe he feels like Leandro is somebody that makes him feel like he can move forward. But it's almost like, too, like, Leandro is somebody that may kind of like give David the confidence to maybe do and say immature things or kind of be blunt and direct. So David by himself doesn't necessarily have a backbone. What else? What else here? Cards at the top. What else? How else does David feel about Leandro too? 3. Strength. Ace of Pentacles. 10 of Hearts, strength. Queen of Wands, I see here. Don't worry about Queen of Wands. A lot of Leo energy. 10 of Swords. He also feels like somewhat intimidated by him. Like Leandro is somebody that can bring a lot of stability and just kind of like brings a lot to the table, but it's almost giving like this is somebody here that I don't need to cross, need to be careful of sort of thing here. So kind of like having to go along with it, kind of having to develop this confidence, this ego, but also kind of knowing that it sounds a little bit exaggerated if I say this, but it's kind of how it feels like Leandro is also somebody that can end him, or he fears getting hurt by this person. But anyways, that's how he feels about Leandro. Like I said, he's delusional. All right, what's your last question? All right, what are David's next actions towards me, if any? All right, let's see. it's back now. All right. It's back. Yep. All right, Julie, go ahead and put down your questions. Okay, good. Hey, Breezy. I'm gonna donate. All right, no problem. No problem with that. All right. All right, but Julie, go ahead with any questions. Oh, Siri typing. Right, Mike told me he's sick. I was thinking about DoorDashing him some soup on Saturday. How would he feel romantically about it if I do so? All right. So how would Mike feel romantically about Julie when she's like if she sends some soup? How would he think about this romantically? Of course, I talk these 2, 3. What do you think about this in a romantic sense? 2 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 1 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, tell me about 8 of Swords, 2, 3. Page of Wands, I see. How would it make him feel about you romantically? Is this thing fucking up again? Alright. Okay, so how would I think about you romantically if you were to do this? He would think, you know, that of course you do care about him. And it's like you took time out of your day to do this. And it would make him kind of consider you more, like future-wise, like down the line, like, okay, like, maybe I can see myself with this person. It would kind of make him be a bit more considerate towards you, and more thoughtful towards you since you were thoughtful towards him. Because part of him thinks that you're in your head a lot and that you may not have time for this person, or maybe you don't take him seriously, or he just kind of wonders like maybe why are you to yourself at times or whatnot. But it'll kind of make him like realize like, okay, well, she's not scatterbrained, you know, she isn't just so wrapped up in herself. Let's hear the Star, Page of Cups, and 7 of Wands. It would make him respect you more too. Tell me about 7 of Wands, 2, 3. Make him like respect you more, be more considerate, and even like make him like gift you when you need healing. So he think that it'd be sweet. All right, but yeah. Steven, I started back then. Here, question 3. Okay, I'll redo it real quick. All right, Julie, I'm gonna just redo this question real quick since the thing did that. All right. Again, for Steven, what would be Leandro's actions towards him if actions towards Stephen, if any. Person at the top, please, 2 and 3. Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, Page of Cups, King of Pentacles, Judgment. Just the same like I saw the first time. He would try to have some sort of new beginning or extend like some sort of big olive branch and try to maybe apologize. But he would kind of think about doing this, like if it's a good decision to make, because people are defensive towards one another around this time. 10 back, King of Pentacles, 2 3. Wheel of Fortune, and maybe he realized like too, like, or is maybe thinking like, I can't change this person's mind about me. Maybe he'd also feel like he'd be stubborn. Again, what else would David's next actions towards Stephen be, of any person at the top, please? 2 3. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, 6 of Wands, 10 of Queen of Wands and King of Wands, 2 3. 7 of Pentacles. He would try to basically relate to you again, because he feels disappointed that what he invested in, the connection with you, didn't really turn out the way that he thought it would. Somehow 6 of Wands, 2 3. The Moon. Yeah, because maybe he wants to be successful in his endeavors on like trying to get back on your good side, but it kind of like makes him anxious. So his next actions towards you, if any, if he were to, is basically to try and like apologize and try to have a new start, but maybe a bit reluctant about doing so, because he probably thinks like, you know, you'd be stubborn and not really open to receiving anything from this person. So that's what I get. But yep. All right, Julie, what's your last question? Also, all right. Also, Breezy, you said you sent. Sorry, I had to. Let's see. I see that one too. Breezy, you're after them, and then Namaste, you'll be after Breezy. All right. Please let me know when I need to post my. No, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and put down your last one, Joy. All right. Thanks, hon. You're welcome. I sent you to payment. All right. All right. Namaste. You're after Breezy. Wait, that means that the other one. Where's it? Wait. Now it didn't catch up yet. I see it now. Okay. I see it. mind doing a sexy question. Yeah. No, I mean, no. Like, no, I don't mind it at all. What does Mike like the most about her sex? Okay. Believe it or not, that's somewhat of a common question. Let's see. I'm going to use this. This is probably about like the nastiest tarot deck in existence. Oops. Excuse me. So, what does Mike like the most about their sex? The sex that he has with Julie? What does he like the most about it? Across the top is 2 of 3. The stars. Okay. Page of Wands. Queen of Wands. The Magician. 10 of Swords. I'm just looking at the depiction of it, really. I see here, as well as 10 of Swords, is almost like a risky feeling to it. So I don't know if the two of you are like in a commitment or like friends with benefits, but it's more so like this. If you guys are in a commitment where like, you know, you could just do a simple breakup or whatever else, it's almost like having such like a good time with somebody that's like very attractive, basically just being in a position that any guy would want to be in, with knowing like, oh my god, this could end any time. What if this goes away? I'm having so much fun. It's like that. um he likes that, but like that's like the feeling that I get with the 10 of Swords. But let's see, Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, that's basically like giving head. So he likes, you know, blowjobs. He likes your ass. He likes being able to like rub it, like, as well as like, I don't know if you walk around, like you could just like comfortably like be naked with this person, around this person, just like walk around them, and they could just like randomly like slap your ass. As well as I have here the Star card. So this would just go towards certain kinks that just make a person enamored, and like it's like this. It's like she's peeing into like a cup or something like that, and you have this guy that's underneath the tree branch. So certain things that you just are able to do or whatever else that satisfy him, he likes that. Let's see here. 8 of Pentacles. Strength. It's almost like giving a person a run for their money. If he feels exhausted after sex or just feels like worn out, he likes that part. As well as, let's see here, the Devil is here. The Devil is lust. It's almost like I can have it anytime. 8 of Pentacles is more so about like different things that are done. Tell me about the Devil. The 4 of Cups. Tell me more about it. 3 of Pentacles. I mean, 6 of Pentacles. Part of it is like this. He also likes the fact that, like, to him, it's like nobody else can have this. But then I have your 6 of Pentacles. And 6 of Pentacles is like, this is depicted as like having a portrait painted of 2 naked people. But I always view this woman here as kind of like uncomfortable with it. So I don't know if he's like necessarily like crossed boundaries or done selfish things. And if he has, then just like communicate that you don't like them, of course. As well as strength is here. So strength, let's talk about taking control, and being very courageous and doing certain things that other people would not. So basically, during sex, this woman is pulling a sword out of his sheath and he's not even looking. That can just easily translate into like incorporating different things into sex that he wasn't necessarily expecting. Or literally just like finding random shit around. I would just hold this one up. So stuff like that. What else does he like? Cards at the top. What else does he like? More cards too. 4 of Swords. 9 of Wands. He also likes it like maybe when you're upset here, as well as there's a whole thing like surrounding your tits. And then 9 of Wands, I mean, that's just like doggy style, but almost like you're standing up in a sense. It's like liking different positions. It's also too like the whole thing of like, no matter how stressful things get to get between the both of you. Like, the sex is always good. So that's what he basically, like, all of that I just said, like, he enjoys. He likes about it. I want those cards for mine too. Did I just, what did I start? What did I start? Hi, Terry. And, okay, give me a second. Everybody's gonna kill me today. But that's what I really get. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. All right, Jim, go ahead with any questions. What a fun reading. Yup. Y'all kill me with this. It's like, yeah, I don't mind doing it, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright. Is there even a warning on this card? Yeah, it says for adults only. Yep. On PayPal, I wrote them. Okay. Oh, that's right. You usually do. My bad. Because I just remember, I'm like, where are they? Let's see. All right. Oh, okay. Spirit soul. What are the Aries boys' current sexual thoughts? Yeah, what are their current sexual thoughts towards her? What are they? Press the top, please. 2, 3. Strength. Hit it. The magician. Well, this went in a different direction. Here's what I get. It's like this. Like, because in this card, they're having sex, but the thing is, what he's not noticing is that she's pulling his sword out of his sheath. I will get this much in general. He knows that you know certain things about him, or this could just be the type of thing here too, where you play dumb with this person at times. Like, they probably think that you don't know certain things or you haven't discovered certain stuff, but you kind of just play dumb and just go along with stuff. But anyways, the sun, he's not gay. The Fool. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is like a night in ecstasy, and then the Fool here is just playing with your dick. So his current sexual thoughts. I mean, you get comfortable with a person, and like especially with a guy and their dick's out and it's flaccid, you might as well just play with it. I'm just being completely honest. It's a penis, like whatever. But it's almost like his current sexual thoughts, maybe him wanting you to like touch his dick, move it around or something like that, as well as like him wanting you to ride him. But why is the sun here? 2, 3. Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about Ace of Pentacles. 2, 3. 4. 6 of Wands. I see. It would make him happy again to have things like they used to be. To have a new start, especially sexually, where he can just be comfortable around you again. Gay. I said he's not gay. I said he, because the Sun card, it's just like 2 men. Yeah, the Sun card is basically 2 men. I'm like, he's not gay. No. Now, honestly, I'll post my questions to watch later. Okay, no problem. All right. Will M take that? All right, no problem. But again, it's like him wanting again, it would make him happy to have things back where like they used to be. especially sexually. Again, like him being comfortable around you. What else? What else here? Breezy, sorry, I'm back. You're fine. You're after Jem though. I'm on her first question. She has 2. Cards at the top, please. What else? Cards at the top, please. 2, 3. What else here? Okay. What else? Other sexual thoughts? Did I shuffle the Queen of Swords? Part of it, and the thing is, it's something that a lot of guys have. Queen of Swords is basically like a girl sucking on this other girl's nipple. So I don't know if he just like wanted to see like girl on girl with you or something like that. As well as, again, 10 of Swords, like even though things are done, he would just still like to have you back on top of him and just doing like some crazy wild shit. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. He would rejoice the day that stuff happens again. So he's on drugs, touching himself. He thought of me. Oh, I never said he was on drugs. But nah, I mean he's fantasizing, but I wouldn't necessarily. I don't think he's on drugs. I don't know if he's on drugs. He could be on drugs. I don't know. He could be. I have no idea. If he is, then God help him. I don't have no cheese, no ham, no bread for that, no mayonnaise. But yeah, I heard pills and oh, pills and touching. Maybe it was the way that I said it. That I sounded like something like that. But no, I never said anything about drugs. No, sometimes I just pronounce stuff weirdly. I said like with the star card here, just like doing some wild shit. But it was messing up. Oh, I see it. Never mind, I'll be on here. Okay. Yes, true. But that's what I get. But what I get more than anything, he would love to have the two of you back together to have sex, definitely. Like, he would like for stuff to happen again, you know. I guess he just misses you. Trinity, are the nations open? Yes, they are. All right, and then with your last one, how do they currently feel? All right. Okay, give me 1 second. All right. Spirit, so how does the Aries guy currently, how does this Aries person currently feel about Gemini? How do they currently feel about him across the top, please? 2, 3. 6 of Pentacles. King of Swords, 7 of Wands. 10 of Wands, and the Lovers I see here. Tell me more. Tell me about the King of Swords, 2, 3. The Tower, I see. It's like this. If you're still with somebody here, it still like really bothers them and they feel overwhelmed. But at the same time, it's like they're really trying to kind of keep a hold of themselves and trying to keep grounded, trying to balance themselves out, but they're defensive. Yeah. They kind of feel a bit left out in the cold. And they see that you're doing well with this 9 of Pentacles. Like, yeah, 6 of Swords at the bottom. They see that you're moving on. How else does this person currently feel towards her? So the top, please. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Mercedes. High Priestess. Ace of Cups. They feel like you're keeping your energy to yourself, but they like to have a new beginning. Also, what's with High Priestess? What's with High Priestess? 2, 3. Strength. Oh, I see here. To a certain extent, they can still like feel your energy, and that would make sense as to why you kind of feel their energy at times. Like they know that you're feeling confident within yourself, that you're basically just like going on your way, going about your day, doing like day-to-day stuff, but you're living your life. but they'd still like to have a new beginning, or they still have a lot of love for you. Yeah, and at the end of the day, they just like feel really hurt and feel like things have failed. That's what I get. But I guess that's his little red wagon, so hey. All right. But yep. Breezy, go ahead with any questions. Um, Mercedes, do you do future spouse readings? Yep. Only type of readings I just don't do are like health ones. I do pregnancy ones though, pregnancy fertility stuff, as well as I do not answer the question, when am I gonna die, or if you're gonna ask that about another person, because I gotta sleep at night too. So yeah. Excuse me, Jen. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, Trinity sent. Breezy. If I ask Sakia, can I get payments sent to her by my customers and sugar daddy until I pay my house deposit in full tomorrow, would she do it? Can I say something? It's not bad, but like, can I say something about the sugar daddy? Can I say something? Also, let me see this. All right, Trinity, you'll be after Terry. Yes. Um, I'm not trying to be sarcastic, but it just clicked in my head. If you got a sugar daddy, what? Why not just get him to take care of the deposit? Remind you, some sugar daddies, they don't want the sugar. They just want to know that their money being spent. And I'm looking for one myself. Well, not actively, but like I'm just like, maybe. Ew. Anyways, spirit. So if Breezy asked Akia, can she get payments sent to her by her customers, by Breezy's customers and sugar daddy until she pays her house deposit in full tomorrow, would she do it? Okay, would Sakia, would she do it? Would she do it? Cross out top, please. 2, 3. The Devil, Queen of Cups, 2 of Swords, King of Wands, Knight of Wands. It's a possibility that she could. I already got a lot from him this month in my allowance. I told him about my deposit, but he don't believe me. He wants to pay her half directly to her. Ah, okay. That's why I forgot they do give you an allowance. Well, next time just raise up the allowance to 10,000, or get another one and not tell him. Quick maths. But anyways, but would she do it? It's kind of like this: the devil, and then the devil. It doesn't even give me like a bad feeling. It's more so of like this, like it's almost like you have got to be serious, or you got to be kidding me type of thing here. She feels like, in all honesty, like you're kind of like a little bit like going about things emotionally and not seeing certain stuff. But at the same time, with the Knight of Wands, maybe she could tell me about the King of Wands, 2, 3. The Lovers. I see here. That could just be your sugar daddy right there. But maybe she could. Tell me more, across the top, please. Like, would she do it? Would she do it? Across the top, please. 2, 3. Queen of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Tell me about Ace of Swords, please. 2, 3. 10 of Cups. Tell me about Queen of Pentacles. 2, 3. The Magician. She might. It's almost like she kind of would consider it, but it's trying to be like safer. It's a lot of money type of thing, and she wants to make sure that everything is valid, everything's in order here when it comes to like the house situation, especially since you also have like another person involved, kind of like making things happen for you. your sugar daddy. So would she do it? It's possible, but let me ask again. Positive card for yes, negative card for no. What's the key to do it? 2, 3. Ace of Pentacles is a yes, that's an opportunity. But at the same time, it's more so like she's trying to, in her mind, like trying to think smart about it. What's your last one? As well as Farah. Hi, Farah. Also, let me see here. This. I got that. Let me check over here. Nothing. Check over here. Okay. All right, Farah, you will be after Trinity. Okay, I don't want it to be awkward when I ask her. I get it. But it's almost like if you were to, I would not be surprised if she's just like Maddie Perez from Euphoria, like, bitch, you better be joking. Like I'm scared to ask, to be honest. Well, the thing is like this: we ask not because we have not, or we have not because we ask not. Let's see if she will. If not, just be like, okay, well, thank you for at least hearing me out. Because I mean, you can't really make her do anything that she don't want to do. So hey. Exactly, that's true. So, hey. Anyways, go ahead and put in your question. I'm gonna go downstairs. I gotta get a drink. All right, I'm back. Excuse me. All right. Will Tiara help me? Also, if I cannot talk. Oh, excuse me. Hi, Coco. All right. So, will Tiara help me also if I ask, can my customer send payments to her tomorrow? I asked her a couple days ago. She said she'll think about it. Will she do it for me tomorrow? Can I trust her? Let's see. Spirit soul. Well, let me see first if you can trust this person. I'm Tasha. Can I pay for a reading? Hi, Tasha. And yes, you can. Also, Tasha, please remember, since you're just not okay, Mercedes. Okay. All right. So Coco and Mercedes. Mercedes, I don't know if I said this to you earlier or whatnot. I might have. Either way, to both of you, since you guys are new here, please remember to refrain from from putting down your questions until I call on you. That's just so I don't confuse your questions for anybody else that's on the live. Otherwise, tonight you guys are welcome to talk amongst everybody else here, or just ask me regular questions. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. So Mercedes, you'll be after Farah. All right. Okay. So, Spirit Soul first. All right. Is Tiara somebody that Breezy can trust with this situation. Someone that Breezy can trust. Cards on top, please. 2, 3. Knight of Cups. Yes, 2 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. Pretty genuine, helpful. Would also try to think like, okay, would this go in different directions? Would I have to take this in another direction? Would be kind of like diligent and see what she can do to work on it. 8 of Swords and the Hierophant. But would kind of be in her head and would wonder like, okay, is this right for me to do? Yeah, High Priestess. Because it's like, this is somebody here that, yeah, responsible, very emotionally grounded, doesn't want to be caught up in no BS, that type of thing here, which is understandable. It's just more so like, am I going to have all the facts? Because with the High Priestess here, like, High Priestess is known for being very intuitive, but also High Priestess is somebody that keeps a lot of secrets, keeps her energy to herself, as well as like in this deck, she's depicted as somebody that's just kind of like floating. And this may in turn kind of be perceived as somebody just kind of like, I wouldn't say being in like la la land, but just kind of like going from, not even going place to place, but just kind of like being very free spirited and not really minding anything else, not really paying attention, even though you are. But is she somebody you can trust? Yes, but it's also like she's a bit concerned, like, is this a good idea? Is this smart? Is there anything I need to know? Am I going to be caught up in something? And she may feel a bit uncomfortable too. But yeah, she is somebody that you can trust. All right, but let me ask though. Will she help though? Would Tiara be, will she help? Will she actually help? Cards on top, please. 2, 3. 9 of Cups is a yes. Hierophant. Wheel of Fortune. 4 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. Tell me about 2 of Pentacles here. 2, 3. 4 of Cups. I also kind of get here too, maybe not asking too many people, but it's like a yes, she would. 9 of Cups is my yes card, as well as Wheel of Fortune, the 4 of Wands. So that's like watching things turn into stability. So watching you get the home that you want. The Hierophant is you here. So it's like you're trying to do things by the book, or not even necessarily that, but it was like you're trying to do things the right way, or she would trust that. Be aware of people thinking that they're supposed to also get their cut in it. But I think that I'm getting a yes. Now, mind you, because of what I saw before, like, she may be a bit reluctant, so this could change, and she might just be like, maybe at the end of the day, I don't really want to have, like, any dealings in this. But for right now, I'm getting a yes, she would. All right, Coco. All right. Oh, Coco, you have been here. All right. Or Tasha, you have been here. Because I think I just, like, recognized the name. All right. All right. Tasha, you are my last person, and the list is now officially closed. Thanks so much. You're welcome. All right, now let's say, go ahead and put down your questions. Right, Coco, thanks. You're welcome. I would just have to do it in here. Good. Right, will Michael take action towards me in the future? All right, also give me 1 second. Quick, I just want that. at the top, these cards at the top. Will Knight take action towards, not honestly in the future, will he take action towards her in the future? Cards at the top, please. 2, 3. 7 of Swords, that's a no. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and the Star. Tell me about 3 of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. Alright, it's like this. 7 of Swords here and 7 of Wands, so that's like a no for the time being. This is trying to sneak your way out of a situation and just basically kind of like being defensive. So putting up boundaries and kind of just like pushing things away. Maybe right now the time, for whatever reason, he doesn't want to build on it. Or you expect this person to come towards you here because you view them in such like a highlighting. And then you have your 3 of Pentacles and 8 of Wands. It can take that one of two ways here. Like either this is him trying to build elsewhere and you wanting to move forward with this person, or maybe at some point they could also talk. Tell me about the Star, please. 2, 3. 3 of Wands. I can talk about something at a distance, and it's like with a Star card, like even though you're right there in front of this person, it's like right now they could be waiting for their ships to come in elsewhere. So waiting for other things in their life to come in, whether that be people or career or whatever else. Why is he all of a sudden like this? Why cards at the top, please? 2, 3. Hierophant. Could be a job. Page of Swords. The Tower. Tell me about the Tower. 2, 3. Temperance. Also, you are a Taurus, so this is your card. So either I guess he decided to kind of like cut things off a little to regain balance, because maybe he felt like the situation was turbulent, or this may have to deal with either like a relationship or work. Is the Hierophant honestly? Is the Hierophant honestly? Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Was it her? 2, 3. Lovers is a yes. So I guess he's just deciding to kind of cut things off or be kind of short with you. But why? The why cards at the top, please. 2, 3. 5 of Swords. King of Wands. Tell me about 5 of Swords. 2. The Fool. I don't, that's, maybe he could be upset about maybe feeling a bit played with, or he's just, for whatever reason, just being kind of like an ass and deciding to maybe like free himself. Like he knows that he's doing wrong by kind of just like taking this risk and going elsewhere. But tell me about King of Wands, though. 2, 3. Tell me about King of Wands, though. 2, 3. Yeah, Knight of Swords, and knows that it's pretty like gung-ho of him, like unexpected. So again, could he take action towards her in the future? Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Could he? 2, 3. 6 of Swords. It's possible, like after maybe moving away from this situation, he can come towards you, or maybe after you move away from it, he could. But that's what I get. So like you were saying the other night about like you kind of like being like something's off. Yep, you were right. But that's what I see. What's your last one? Is he wanting me to make things right? Should I try to reach out and plan something? Let's see. Let me use another deck real quick, as well as that one has no business being down here. Give me a second. You know, I have not used this deck in so long. Let me use this. Alright, wait. No, this is it. Stuff up right, alright. So is he wanting her to make things right? Is he wanting her to make things right? Across the top, please. 2, 3. Alright, they wanted to fly out. Strength, Knight of Wands, he might. Because strength is here, and this is the woman, like, taming the lion. Because right now with the Knight of Wands, like, he's kind of being a bit immature. Again, is he wanting her to make things right? Cross the top, please. 2, 3. Wheel of Fortune. 5 of Cups. 9 of Swords. Maybe so, because it's like he himself, he may feel upset and pretty anxious, and is deciding to kind of like have his freedom and maybe create his own changes. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. 2, 3. Queen of Swords. It's more so about like maybe you saying something, so perhaps he does. Should she reach out and plan something? Should she? Cross the top, please. 2, 3. 2 of Cups. 10 of Wands. The Hermit. Tell me about 2 of Cups, please. 2, 3. 4 of Swords. Tell me about the Hermit. 10 of Cups. Maybe like the connection here and people being very contemplative, feeling a bit overwhelmed and kind of isolating themselves, when in reality things could be better. Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Should she reach out and plan something? 2, 3. I'm getting an yes. Yeah. So it's the whole thing of like, maybe he is wanting you to make things right, or it could be the type of thing that perhaps you should, as well as 9 of Cups is my yes card. So perhaps you should do both and see what happens. Now, if nothing does happen, like maybe cut your losses, or just being like, and kind of like move on, perhaps. But that's what I see. All right, Terry, go ahead with any question. Sure. Thanks, babe. Well, welcome. I cannot talk. I cannot talk. All right. Also, let me go ahead and hey, Terry, go ahead with any question. Okay, good. It's still working. But Terry, go ahead with any question unless you're already typing it down. Let's see. All right. What are his sexual fantasies of me and his sexual thoughts when we're together? All right, give me 1 second. Let me know you see it. I see it. Might be flagged. No, I was able to uncover it. Usually usually they'll let me see it and just like give me the choice to either show it or hide it, and then other times I just won't see it at all. I want the adult deck. Excuse me. I got one of them. I'm gonna use this. Alright. So what are this Cancer's sexual fantasies of Terry and sexual feelings when they're together? I mean, sexual thoughts. Basically, what are their fantasies and sexual fantasies and thoughts of her, especially when they're together? What cards of thought, please do? 3. 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 5 of Wands, Justice, Queen of Swords. So it's like this, regardless whether you guys are around each other or not, he often fantasizes of you wearing lingerie and like kind of like sneaking up behind you and like undressing you from behind. As well as, this is somebody here that's kind of like competitive, so I kind of get to like, it would fire him up if he were to ever see you with anybody else or find out that like you're having sex with other people, which I don't think you are, but maybe you could be. He also sees you as somebody here that's a very fair, balanced individual, somebody that knows how to carry themselves, and he respects that. But there's times too where he just wants to see you kind of like let loose. Tell me about 10 of Cups. 2, 3. Hi, Deb. 3 of Wands. I see here 10 of Cups. He also may fantasize of like meetups to have sex. He also may fantasize about him like giving you what you want, or maybe he feels like that's exactly what should happen, like him spoiling you. What else? What else? Cards at top, please. 2, 3. The Sun. King of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is basically the definition of making love. So, like, it brightens his day. The Sun and the King of Pentacles, like, this is making out with a person while being naked here, as well as King of Pentacles is here too. This is intimate. Oh, I see here. It's almost like, I guess they would just say how some women, they kind of like run away after having like a very strenuous session. Like, okay, that's enough, that type of thing. When the other person is just like, okay, like one more round. What else here? Yeah, 8 of Cups and 5 of Swords here, like, and wouldn't want you to leave either, like would chase you down, because again, like, they're trying to have sex again, they're trying to, you know, get you to relax, get you to. 5 of Cups. It's just like this, like, if anything disappointing has happened, he would definitely like to extend some sort of apology because he doesn't want to lose you. Oh my god. But that's what I see. Trinity, go ahead, put any questions. Ooh, all right. Almost in here. Hey, Chris. No, I have closed the list. It's all full, but I think I'll be back on here tomorrow, as well as I'm always available for like personal reads and stuff. But yeah, not bad at all. Thank you. You're welcome. Good night. Night. All right, Trinity. How does JF view me? He bought me lunch for no reason today. I thought that was so kind. Gotcha. All right. Give me a second. Cards at the top, please. Cards at the top, please. How does JF view Trinity? How does this person view her? How does he view her? Cards at the top, please. 1, 2, 3. Death. All right. 4 of Cups. Oh, Ten of Swords. Oh, that poor boy. Queen of Cups. He may see you as somebody sweet. Very sweet, appreciative, but this person may have had feelings, because there's a whole thing of like, with the 4 of Cups, it's almost like, oh, well, thank you, but 4 of Cups is a card of feeling rejected. 10 of Swords is more so feeling like things have failed, and then you have here the Death card. So Death does talk about endings, but also talks about transformations, and it's like something blooming here. So maybe they were hoping to maybe like change a certain dynamic, but now they kind of feel like they failed. Tell me about Queen of Cups, 2, 3. 8 of Wands. They may view you as somebody here that's communicative, but still, how do they view her? 1, 2, 3. The Star. 8 of Swords. 9 of Swords. They view you as somebody here that's peaceful, as well as maybe somebody that they're kind of like enamored by, but somebody that's very peaceful, somebody that does their work, as well as he may see that even if you're kind of like surrounded by chaos, or maybe even if you're feeling chaotic, he sees you as somebody here that's at least like trying to keep all that together and not lash out or not like lose their mind, as well as he does see you as confident, because I got 6 of Wands at the bottom. So tell me that 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords, 2, 3. 4 of Wands, like, yeah, somebody that knows how to hold down the fort. Now, did he like her? Did he like her? Or should I ask, like, does he like her? Cross the top, please. 2, 3. 2 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. He might. There's a thing here about, like, this person at least being very practical and maybe thinking about the future of the 2 of Wands. But, yeah, and the Lovers, Ace of Wands. But he keeps it to himself. Like, is attracted to you, especially physically, but keeps it to himself. All right, so why am I seeing like the Death, the 4 of cards about this entire thing? Why? Cards on top, please. 2, 3. King of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Tell me about King of Swords. 2. The Emperor. He's still like waiting on their investments. Tell me about 3 of Wands. 2, 3. Anxious. Was he expecting some sort of reaction when he gave her the lunch? 2, 3. 6 of Pentacles. One more card. Was he expecting some sort of reaction? 2, 3. Yeah. I don't know if he thought it was going to bring y'all closer. The poor boy. But that's what I get. Like, again, he sees you as like a very sweet, communicative person. Giving, peaceful, grounded, somebody that just knows how to act well under pressure, but as well as, I don't know if he may feel a bit miffed or kind of sad that maybe like, I mean, your reaction to him getting you lunch for no reason is almost like, oh, well, thank you so much, and then he could have just like walked away. Maybe he was looking for something else because I think I did see again like he does have feelings for you or does like you, but okay. But yep, that's how he views you. What's your last one? All right, how did MJ feel about seeing and speaking to me after so long? All right, let's see. Okay, so how did MJ feel about seeing and speaking to Trinity after so long? How did they feel about this cards up top, please? 2, 3. 5 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, the Moon, Magician. They felt anxious because I don't know if in the past the two of you had conflict or somebody could have been like riled up about something. And not to say that they were still like invested into that, but at some point they could have just like left that behind and saw that that wasn't really serving them and kind of just went on with their lives. But maybe they were kind of like anxious about that when it came to you, but saw that with the Magician card that you were onto new things and trying to create better things in your life, you know? So it's almost like, okay, well, they're over that. They're not really focused on that. The Emperor, 4 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups. Tell me about 2 of Cups. 2, 3. Queen of Wands, somebody Queen of Wands, 2, 3 here. Ace of Wands. How else do they feel? A bit kind of held back because they're also seeing that, you know, you've changed, like you're somebody that's more in control of their life, as well as very passionate about things, somebody that's doing their own stuff. And Queen of Wands, like perhaps this person may have grown, but it's kind of like seeing the changes. But overall, how does MJ feel about this? Cards at the top, please. 2, 3. The Star. Feels like maybe they can finally like rest and reflect. Like they see that you're doing good and perhaps they're somewhat happy about it. They kind of just feel peaceful and okay about it, but maybe they're a bit tense and they can just like move past their nervousness now. Even if there wasn't any conflict, like maybe how the two of you as people back then is like, okay, this person's changed, just like that. But that's what I see. All right, Farah, go ahead, put down your question. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, Tasha here. Okay. There's just 2 more people, and then you're my last one, and then we'll be done. I'm waiting on Farah. I scratched myself. perfect, because I keep losing the chat. You're fine. Yeah, it's probably gonna, like, let's see, with the stuff I do, maybe like 10, 15 more minutes, and then you're up. Okay, again, Farah, if you're here, please go ahead and put down your question. Alright. Let me just type it down. Wait, is this other people? There you go. Alright, alright, Mercedes, if you're here, please go ahead and put down your questions. Alright. What will my next romantic relationship be like? And what will the first time with my future husband be like? Alright. Okay. Cards at the top, please. Cards at the top. What will Mercedes' next romantic relationship be like? What will her next romantic relationship be like? 1, 2, 3. 8 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, the Star. Queen of Wands. Ace of Swords. Okay, tell me about it. The Star here too. Okay. 2 Two of Wands. Tell me about this Eight of Swords. Three of Wands, I see. Mind you, you do have free will, and I say that to say this. Your next romantic relationship could be kind of stressful. There's a thing here of you being in your head about this individual and having to really stand in your power, because it's almost like this person's kind of reserved and selfish, as well as you may be in your head about this person because maybe they could have like a bit of a wandering eye, as well as may still want more. So this is probably one of those people that's kind of like never satisfied. And remember, like when you deal with those sorts of people, it's never really about you, it's them. As well as I get here the Star and the Two of Wands. Like, mind you, the Star is a naked woman, and then you have here this Two of Wands. I see here. There's a thing here about the two of you wanting different things, as well as the whole thing of maybe they could legit like look at other women, unfortunately, as well as you may also kind of wonder like, okay, well, what do I have to do to be like them? And it shouldn't really ever have to get that way. And with the Death card, it's that type of thing. Oh, I see. Swords. Ten of Wands at the bottom. It could be that type of thing here where maybe this relationship comes into play to help you learn a lesson about self-love and growth. You have to be careful about heartbreak with this individual here. But I do get at some point like this all kind of like flip-flops on them, and they're the ones at the end of the day that become overwhelmed. Tell me about Ten of Wands, 2, 3. Queen of Swords. Yeah, because it's like you stop putting up with their shit. What sign is this person that I'm picking up? What sign is this person? 2, 3. Could be a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, as well as they're coming up as a Knight of Wands. And Knight of Wands is known for being not the most reliable, kind of being a bit of a fuckboy, very in and out behavior. Yeah, and then the Moon here could also have Cancer in their chart, or could be somebody that causes you some anxiety. Let's see, is there anybody else that she could have a relationship with that will treat her right? Anybody else coming that she could have a relationship with that'll treat her right? Of course, I saw please too. Okay. Okay, this was supposed to go before the other one. Yes, Ten of Cups, the Hermit, Nine of Pentacles. Could be with a Virgo. Yeah, I see that twice. Yeah, there's another option where you have the relationship that you really want. Something that's very emotionally fulfilling. Could be with somebody that's a bit older, or just somebody that's like really to themselves. But there's something about this person kind of being a bit introverted or being like really wise that attracts you to them. So, but okay, with this person here, the first person that I saw, if they're supposed to be a fire sign, what fire sign are they that she needs to look out for? What fire sign? Which fire sign? Card 2, 3. Wheel of Fortune, potentially a Leo, because Leo is a fixed sign and Wheel of Fortune is all fixed signs. So Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. And then I have your Ace of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but specifically Leo. As well as Queen of Wands is Leo here. And then with this one, I'm going to just check Pisces placement and then Virgo placements. With this with this other option that's good for her, what's this person's actual sign? What is her actual sign? 2, 3. Aries. Could be Aries or Taurus, as well as the Emperor card. It's somebody that's very much ready for relationships, somebody that's very reliable, stable, in control. May also have a very good job. So watch out for a Leo. But an Aries or a Taurus is where you would find a relationship that you want. That's what I get. And then for your second one, what will the first time with my future spouse be like? Okay, when you mean the first time, you're talking about sex, right? I'm just making sure. cards. Let's see. So cards at the top, cards at the top. What will Mercedes first time be like with her future spouse? What will her first time having sex with her future spouse be like? Cards at the top, please. 2, 3. 7 of Cups. 8 of Swords. Page of Wands. 6 of Wands. And Page of Pentacles. So what will it be like? Here's what I get. It may be like whatever you kind of imagined it to be, in a sense. And with the Page of Wands, it may be like really passionate, but excuse me, 7 of Cups and 8 of Swords. So that talks about like being in your head a lot. And then I have your 8 of Swords here, and that's like the devil in the background. So maybe there's some nervousness about this person too, like doing that, like, should I really trust them? As well as with the 6 of Wands, like maybe leading up to it, like there's kind of like you teasing this individual, as well as maybe there's some drinking involved. What else? Knight of Cups, 2 of Cups. I see the world. And how this all happens is like this person approaches you, and then they may approach you with like romantically asking you out on a date or whatever else. But it ends in the two of you like having sex, and that's what starts like a new cycle between the both of you. Tell me more cards at the top, please. 2, 3. Death. 2 of Wands. Why is Death here? 4 of Pentacles. Tell me about 2 of Wands. 2, 3. Why else is Death here? 2. Oh, I see here. As well as there's a whole thing of the two of you like taking a new direction and investing more in each other, especially sexually. As well as with the Death card, it's almost like, girl, you better do this. So when it comes to this person, whoever your future spouse is, there's a need for you to be receptive and be willing to open up, as well as let go of the past. But that's what I get, like, it may be a bit nerve-wracking because you're like, should I trust this person? But at the end of the day, it's like what gets the two of you to maybe like start a new chapter. As well as like very passionate, you may drink some or whatnot. I'm not going to say this person coerces you into it because it's not even that, but it's almost like one thing leads to another, and that's how that happens. But a lot of great relationships start off that way too, so hey. Hi, Farrah. Here. Sorry, my Wi-Fi got off. Okay. Farrah, go ahead with any question. Tasha, Farrah's going to go before you because Farrah was originally before Mercedes. She's just got one question. But Mercedes, that's what I got. What are Ahmed's next actions towards me? Give me a second. 2, 3. Alright, I'm going to also switch decks. Alright, thanks. You're welcome. So cards at the top. What are Ahmed's next actions towards Farrah? What are his next actions towards her? 2, 3. The Chariot. He may travel towards you. 4 Pentacles. Knight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and Queen of Swords. So we've got Knight of Swords. Tell me about Knight of Swords, please. About Knight of Swords, 2, 3. Three of Wands, I see here. So his next actions towards you, he may actually just like physically come to you and maybe try to speak to you, because it's like for some time maybe he's a bit closed off or wasn't too open about maybe seeing you, and maybe it was due to like nervousness. And this may all happen unexpectedly, because it's like maybe he's been stalling and kind of like waiting on the right time to do so, and maybe kind of like holding himself back because maybe he fears getting bitched out by you. Something about Ten of Pentacles, 2, 3. As well as maybe they're afraid of like building a relationship with you, or afraid of what it would take to like require things. Something about Knight of Wands, 2, 3. Something about Knight of Wands, please, 2, 3 here. Yeah, because all I see is like more so being afraid to jump back into things because he knows that he messed up. What else? 1, 2, 3. 8 of Pentacles. But there's a thing here about him maybe trying to put effort back into the situation, especially after rejecting you, and maybe seeing you with other people or thinking that you're with other people as a result. So his next actions towards you maybe to like come towards you physically, or him coming towards you in general, and that could be like him like texting you or calling you. But that's what I get. All right, Tasha, go ahead with any questions. Thank you. You're welcome. Just wait for her to come back on. Again, Tasha, if you're here, go ahead, put down your questions. Where yet? Let me see this. give it another minute and then I'll just leave. NamiTu. Oh, all right. Thank you everybody that came out tonight. Everyone have a good night.